All right, folks, let's take a look at color. So we're going to talk color palette here, and we're also going to talk color picker. Now, I'm not going to spend too much time in this because we have other lessons to get to, but if you're going through, say, and you got black, and you got some red, and say you come up with this weird custom color of red down here that you want to do, you can go through in the color panel, and now notice that you can now detach your color panel. That's one of the things that came up in 5. And you can now go to what are called palettes. So let's go ahead and just bring that in. All right, so when you click on the circle, notice over here there's something called palettes. To add a palette, just hit the plus sign, untitle, rename, we'll call this the rename palette, and we can make that our default, which means when we come back to our disk, we now can say, you know what, I like that color red. Boom. I like that color here. Just like that. I like that color here, just like that. Now, if you don't like a color, click, hold, delete. And now, you can customize this. Notice here I just swapped over. All right, you can customize this. Let's say that you want to put the blue down here. Click, drag. I like to put all of my color families in similar areas. So if I've got a color swatch here, I'll start a green one here. And then I'll do different colors of green and that sort of stuff down here. Now, if you want to, you can pick color. So let's go ahead and click on this little square in between the sliders. And this brings up the color wheel. Or I should say the color picker, my bad. And now, once you get it over a color, see how that turns to that color of red? Let me pick again. I'm going to bring it over here. And this time I'm going to bring it over to this weird color here. Watch the upper right-hand corner. Boom! Just like that. So, the color picker tool is there. Now you know how to create palettes. And you can store a lot of different palettes. I've got skin tone palettes. I've got some Dave Trevenol palettes. I've got a palette for later in the class. And so, that's kind of how you do this. And the last thing that I want to show you, it is possible for you to share a palette. So I can export it and I can send it over to Dropbox. And there it goes to my Dropbox. All right, so in order to input palettes, similar to what I have here, just go ahead and load them up to your Dropbox and export them into Procreate from Dropbox, just like you do brushes, and then you're all good to go. All right, folks, let's go ahead and get into the next one.